Hello dear student, welcome to another video in Applied Linguistics. In today's lesson, we'll be talking about community language learning. It's an approach of teaching which takes its principles from the more general counseling learning approach developed by Charles Correll when studied adult learning for many years. A language counselor means someone who is skillful understanding of the struggle students face as they attempt to internalize another language. Basically, according to this approach, uh, a teacher is a counselor. Okay, so you only consult him or her to give you uh, to aid you in teaching and learning. Because if we look at a teacher as a counselor, that means he's someone you go to a counselor because he knows what students go through in learning or internalizing language, and he knows how to help students. Okay, it's like a client. When a counselor talks to a client very politely and explains very carefully uh, to his clients. So that's how this approach sees uh, teaching. By understanding students' fears and being sensitive to them, the teacher can help students overcome their negative feelings and turn them into positive energy to further their learning. Okay, so when a teacher understands the fear of being sensitive to them, okay, the fears of students and being sensitive to them, the teacher can help students to overcome their uh, negative feelings, and they learn very well. So they learn, he helps them. The learner is not thought of as a student but as a client. Okay, so the teacher is a counselor and the student is a client. This is how this approach sees teacher and student. The instructors are not considered teachers but rather are trained in counseling skills adapted to their roles as language counselors. Okay, so the instructors, the teacher are language counselors. You go to them to consult them in teaching, in learning. The teacher is a counselor who recognizes how threatening a new learning situation can be for adult learners, so he understands and supports his students in their struggle to acquire the target language. Okay, so counselor here it's with double L. You see at the top I wrote it with one L, so it's something that you need to correct on your own when you are taking notes. Um, Going back to this point, the teacher is a counselor, and he recognizes how threatening a new language can be, how it is difficult to learn another language, okay? And therefore, he understands and he supports his students in their struggle of learning another language. The teacher-student interaction in the community language learning method changes within the lesson and over time. This method is neither student nor teacher central, but teacher student central, with both being decision makers in the lesson. So according to this approach, the teacher student interaction changes over time. Sometimes the students, for example, talks more than the teacher, and in the other time the teacher talks or explains more than the students. So it is not teacher central and it is not student central, but both. Thank you very much for your intention. I hope you enjoyed and learned from this video. Catch you in the next video.